Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. Let me tell you something. When you're standing right on the edge of a God-sized blessing, it doesn't always come with fireworks and fanfare. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it's quiet. But if you know how to listen, if you know how to watch, you'll start to notice the signs. You feel this peace inside you, even when everything outside seems to be falling apart. That right there is God telling you, hold on. This storm you're in, it's just the prelude to your breakthrough. You'll see doors open. Doors you thought were shut for good. Opportunities you never imagined coming your way suddenly show up. And let me tell you, don't you dare ignore them. Step through those doors with courage, because blessings like this don't come twice. They don't wait around, and something else happens. You find a strength inside you that you didn't know existed. Confidence, courage, a fire burning deep within your soul. It's the power of the Almighty fueling you, pushing you forward, telling you you're ready to take on what's next. Now watch closely, because help is coming from places you didn't even expect. Friends, strangers, moments of grace, all lining up to support your journey. God's got his hand on you, and sometimes he moves through people in your life to make sure you don't walk alone. And hear me now, your prayers, your dreams, they start to line up with what's happening around you. Signs, confirmations, nudges from God himself. Pay attention. Don't dismiss these moments like they're coincidences. No. This is divine direction. You'll begin to notice small miracles, little things that make no sense but make your heart leap. That's God saying, I'm here, I see you, and I'm working on your behalf. And finally, you'll feel it, that unmistakable clarity about your purpose, your path. Like a light turned on in a dark room. You'll know exactly where to go and what to do next. So, if you're feeling these things, listen close. You're on the brink of something monumental. Something bigger than you, bigger than your fears, bigger than your doubts. That God-sized blessing, it's coming. And when it does, you'll look back at this moment and realize every struggle, every tear, every prayer was worth it. Hold on. Stay faithful. Your miracle is on its way. You feel an unexplainable peace despite the chaos around you. It's a peace that doesn't come from your circumstances, because if you look around, everything might be falling apart. The world outside may be noisy, frantic, full of uncertainty, and yet inside there's this calm, this quiet that defies all logic. It's almost like your soul is wrapped in a protective shield, untouched by the storms raging all around you. This peace isn't the absence of trouble. It's the presence of something far greater than your troubles. It's a peace that says, I am here and you will be okay. When chaos surrounds you, bills piling up, relationships strained, dreams delayed, most people start to unravel. Their minds race with worry, their hearts grow heavy with fear, and their spirit weakens under pressure. But you feel something different. It's like the eye of the hurricane. The place where everything seems still, even though the storm rages all around. This kind of peace doesn't come from ignoring reality or pretending everything's fine. No, it comes from a deep knowing that there is a purpose behind the pain, that this season is not the final chapter, but only a part of a greater story. And that knowing gives you a calmness that cannot be shaken. You wake up each morning with a sense of quiet assurance. While others might be consumed by anxiety about what the day will bring, you have this subtle strength inside that whispers, "You've got this. You're not alone." Even when the world feels uncertain and the future looks blurry, your heart doesn't race. Instead, it beats with steady confidence because you trust that there's a plan unfolding behind the scenes in your favor. This peace is not naive or superficial. It is not the kind of peace that comes from ignorance or denial. It's a peace that has been forged in the fire of struggle, pain, and hardship. You've walked through valleys of doubt and uncertainty, faced nights when sleep eluded you because your mind was trapped in worry. But somehow, through it all, you've held onto this quiet center inside you. You've nurtured it with faith, hope, and prayer, and now it's grown stronger than any fear or confusion that tries to invade your heart. You realize this peace is a gift. A divine gift that can't be manufactured or earned. It's not something you can buy or bargain for. It's given freely to those who are ready to receive it, those who choose to trust even when there is no clear evidence of the way forward. It's the peace that passes all understanding, guarding your heart and mind against the chaos and the noise. It's like an anchor holding you steady in the roughest seas. Because peace like this isn't just a feeling. It's a posture, a way of living. It means that you refuse to let fear control your decisions. You refuse to be paralyzed by the unknown. Instead, you walk forward with your head held high, confident that no matter how wild the storm, you will not be swept away. This peace allows you to see clearly, to think clearly, and to act with courage and grace. You begin to notice how this peace changes your perspective. The problems that once seemed overwhelming don't disappear, but they lose their power to steal your joy. You start to understand that the chaos outside is temporary and that your peace inside is permanent. It's rooted not in your circumstances, but in something unshakable, a connection to a higher power, a deep faith that no matter what, you are protected and guided. In the middle of chaos, your peace becomes a light, not just for you, but for others. People notice it. They see how you handle stress with calmness, how you respond to difficulties without panic. They wonder how you keep your cool when everything around you is falling apart. And you realize that this peace is contagious. It has the power to inspire hope in others who are struggling. Your quiet strength becomes a beacon showing others that it's possible to live through the storm without losing yourself. This peace gives you clarity. When your mind is not clouded by fear or desperation, you can hear the small, subtle whispers of guidance. You can make decisions from a place of wisdom instead of panic. You can wait patiently for the right moment to act because you trust that the timing will be perfect. You become more discerning, more grounded. This peace sharpens your intuition and helps you navigate life's twists and turns with grace. Even when setbacks come, when doors close, or when plans fall apart, this peace protects you from despair. It reminds you that every ending is a new beginning in disguise. It teaches you resilience, the ability to bounce back, to rise again, stronger than before. You don't just survive the chaos, you grow through it. And with each challenge you face, your peace grows deeper, your faith stronger, your hope brighter. You find yourself more patient with yourself and with others. Because when you live with this kind of peace, you understand that everything unfolds in its own time. You let go of the need to control every outcome. You learn to surrender, not in defeat, but in trust. Trust that the universe, or God, if that's your belief, is working everything out for your good. This peace also frees you from comparison and envy. When the world is noisy with everyone's successes and failures, you're able to stay focused on your own path. You don't get distracted by what others are doing or how fast they're moving. Your peace keeps you centered, reminding you that your journey is unique, your timing perfect. You feel gratitude even for the small things. When you live with peace, joy becomes accessible, not dependent on perfect conditions, but on a grateful heart. You notice the beauty in everyday moments. A kind word, a sunrise, a moment of laughter, and these become the fuel that keeps your spirit alive. And as you carry this peace with you, you become a living testimony, a walking, breathing example that no matter how chaotic life may be, peace is possible. That peace is not the absence of storms, but the presence of calm in the storm. It's the quiet confidence that the best is yet to come, that blessings are on the way, and that you are exactly where you need to be right now. Doors that were once closed are suddenly opening wide, and when that happens, it feels like the universe itself is conspiring in your favor. For so long, you may have stood in front of locked doors, knocking and waiting, wondering if you would ever get a chance to step through. Those closed doors might have represented opportunities that felt out of reach, jobs you didn't get, relationships that didn't work out, dreams that seemed impossible. You faced rejection, disappointment, and the sting of no more times than you care to remember. But now, just when you thought those opportunities were gone for good, something shifts. The locks click open. The doors swing wide. And suddenly, the path before you is clear. It's as if the timing was never in your control. And now it's all aligning perfectly. You didn't have to force these doors open. They opened on their own. That's the beauty of this moment. It's not about pushing harder or trying to break through by sheer willpower. It's about recognizing that sometimes life, or God, or the universe, whatever you believe in, has a plan bigger than you, and when the time is right, doors will open in ways you never expected. These doors often lead to new beginnings. Maybe it's a career opportunity that suddenly appears out of nowhere, one that aligns with your passions and skills better than anything before. Or maybe it's a relationship, a connection with someone who sees your worth and matches your spirit. It could be a creative project that takes off, a breakthrough in your education, or even a personal breakthrough where you find new confidence and courage to walk through that door. The key is to be ready to step through when the door opens. Sometimes the fear of the unknown can hold you back. You've been conditioned to expect rejection or failure. So when a door does open, doubt creeps in. You wonder, is this real? Am I ready? What if I fail? But that hesitation can keep you stuck in front of the door, missing out on what's waiting on the other side. The truth is, the door won't stay open forever. Opportunities have a way of closing again if you don't move forward. So you must trust yourself and take that step, even if you feel a little scared. When doors open wide, it's a sign that your persistence and faith are paying off. It's a reminder that every No, you've endured was preparing you for this. Yes. Each closed door was not a dead end, but a redirection, guiding you to something better. The experiences that felt like failures were actually lessons, teaching you resilience, patience, and the strength to keep going. You may also notice that these open doors come with new challenges. The path forward might not be smooth or easy. Sometimes, when doors open, you're stepping into unfamiliar territory, and that can feel intimidating. But remember, growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. When a door opens wide, it's an invitation to expand your limits, to learn new things, and to embrace change with an open heart. There's a sense of excitement that comes with these moments, a feeling that anything is possible. You might feel a surge of energy and motivation, as if the universe is giving you a green light to chase your dreams with full force. It's important to harness that energy to keep moving forward with determination and faith. Because when doors open wide, they don't just offer an opportunity, they offer a new chapter in your life. Sometimes the opening of these doors surprises you. You might find yourself in situations or places you never imagined, meeting people who will influence your life profoundly. The connections you make through these open doors can lead to mentorship, friendships, or collaborations that push you further than you thought possible. It's like stepping into a new world where your potential can finally shine. You may also realize that these open doors are not just about external success, but about internal transformation. Walking through these doors often requires you to shed old beliefs, fears, and limitations. It's a chance to reinvent yourself, to step into a version of you that's stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true purpose. One of the most beautiful things about doors opening wide is the sense of hope they bring. If you've been feeling stuck, hopeless, or like you're running out of chances, seeing a door open reminds you that your story isn't over. There are still chapters to be written, victories to be won, and dreams to be realized. It renews your faith that good things are coming, that your persistence matters, and that your future is bright. It's also a call to gratitude. When doors that were once closed open up, it's easy to focus on what's next, on what you want to achieve. But it's equally important to pause and appreciate how far you've come. The journey that brought you here, full of trials, growth, and waiting, has shaped you into the person ready for this moment. Gratitude for the closed doors as much as the open ones keeps you grounded and humble. The process of watching doors open wide can also teach you about timing. You might have rushed to open doors in the past, only to find out later that it wasn't the right moment. But now you see that patience isn't about waiting passively. It's about preparing yourself, learning from experience, and trusting that the right door will open at the right time. Sometimes, when doors open, you realize they open to more than just opportunity. They open to destiny. The chance to fulfill the purpose you've been dreaming of, to make an impact in ways you hadn't imagined. That's when you step through not just as someone seeking success, but as someone ready to serve, to lead, and to inspire. As these doors open, you begin to feel the weight of your past struggles lifting. The rejection, the setbacks, the closed doors, it all starts to make sense. You see how those experiences were building your character, sharpening your vision, and preparing you for the blessings ahead. And in that moment, you understand that every door closed was never about keeping you out, but about guiding you toward the door that was meant for you all along. You experience a surge of renewed strength and confidence that seems to come from deep within, as if something inside you has been awakened after a long period of weariness and doubt. It's like a powerful current flowing through your veins, revitalizing every part of you, mind, body, and spirit. This strength is not superficial or fleeting. It's the kind that reshapes how you see yourself and the world around you. Suddenly, the obstacles that once felt insurmountable begin to look smaller, more manageable. The fears that kept you frozen lose their grip, and you find yourself moving forward with a boldness you didn't know you had. This surge often comes at a time when you least expect it, maybe after a season of struggle, disappointment, or feeling lost. You might have been worn down by constant setbacks, by the weight of expectations, or by the harsh voices of doubt, both from inside and outside yourself. But then, almost like a divine intervention, that wave of strength sweeps over you, and you're reminded of the power you hold. It's the moment when you stop asking, "Can I?" and start declaring, "I will." Confidence floods your spirit, and with it, a renewed belief that you are capable, worthy, and ready. This isn't just confidence for confidence's sake. It's a grounded confidence born of experience and perseverance. You've been through trials that tested you, and you came out stronger on the other side. Each challenge, each failure, each moment of pain became fuel for your growth. The strength you feel now is the accumulation of all those moments, like muscles, that have been trained by adversity. You no longer shy away from challenges. Instead, you face them head on because you know what it means to endure and overcome. With this renewed strength comes a shift in your mindset, where once you may have doubted your abilities or questioned your worth, now you see yourself through a lens of possibility. You recognize your value, your unique talents, and the gifts you bring to the table. This self-awareness is empowering because it allows you to set higher goals and push beyond previous limitations. You realize that the only person who can truly hold you back is you, and now you're ready to break those self-imposed chains. Confidence also transforms the way you interact with others. You carry yourself differently. Your posture is straighter, your voice firmer, your presence undeniable. People begin to notice a change in you. They see someone who is no longer afraid to speak up, to take risks, or to stand in their truth. Your energy attracts opportunities, allies, and supporters because confidence has a way of inspiring others. It's contagious. When you believe in yourself, others are more likely to believe in you too. This renewed strength and confidence also bring clarity. With it, you gain a better understanding of your purpose and direction. You start to make decisions with greater certainty and less hesitation. The inner doubts that once clouded your judgment give way to a clear sense of what you want and how to get it. You become more decisive, more proactive, and more focused. This clarity helps you navigate life's complexities with a sense of calm assurance rather than anxiety or confusion. Sometimes this surge of strength feels like a rebirth. It's a fresh start, a reset button pressed on your life. You shed old fears, toxic thoughts, and limiting beliefs that no longer serve you. You step into a new version of yourself, one that is fearless, resilient, and empowered. This transformation is not always easy. It requires courage to leave behind the familiar, even when the familiar is painful, but the reward is a profound sense of freedom and possibility. This newfound confidence also changes your relationship with failure. Where failure once felt like a devastating end, now you see it as a stepping stone. You understand that mistakes and setbacks are part of the journey, not the destination. You embrace the lessons that come with failure, knowing they are building blocks for your success. This perspective frees you from the paralysis of fear and opens the door to bold action. Renewed strength often ignites passion. You find yourself energized to pursue goals that may have seemed distant or impossible before. There's a fire within you that fuels your motivation, drives your creativity, and propels you toward your dreams. This energy sustains you through challenges and keeps you moving forward even when the road is tough. It reminds you that your efforts matter and that you have the power to shape your future. At the same time, this strength is balanced by humility. You recognize that confidence is not about arrogance or pretending to have all the answers. It's about being honest with yourself about where you are and where you want to go. It's about trusting in your abilities while remaining open to learning and growth. This humility keeps you grounded and connected, preventing confidence from turning into pride or complacency. You also become more compassionate toward yourself. The surge of strength allows you to forgive your past mistakes and accept yourself fully. You stop being your own harshest critic and start becoming your own greatest supporter. This self-compassion is vital because it nurtures resilience and sustains your confidence over the long haul. This wave of renewed strength and confidence is a gift that changes everything. It propels you out of the shadows of doubt and into the light of possibility. It transforms your mindset, your behavior, and your trajectory. It empowers you to embrace your potential, take risks, and pursue your dreams with unwavering determination. And it reminds you that no matter what you've been through, you have the power to rise, to grow, and to become the person you were always meant to be. Unexpected help or support comes from surprising sources in ways that catch you off guard and remind you that you're never truly alone in your journey. Sometimes, when you're deep in the struggle, feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, assistance arrives from places you never imagined. It may come from a stranger's kindness, a friend you lost touch with, or even someone you initially doubted. These moments of unexpected support are like lifelines thrown to you when you feel you can't swim any longer. They come when you least expect them, often in the most unlikely forms, and their timing is always perfect. When you're facing challenges that seem overwhelming, you might be inclined to believe that you have to do everything on your own. You may feel isolated, thinking that no one understands your struggles or that you are burdening others with your problems. But then, out of nowhere, someone steps in, sometimes quietly, sometimes boldly, and offers the help you need. This help might be practical, like a job opportunity, a financial gift, or a piece of advice that changes everything. Other times, it's emotional support, a listening ear, a comforting word, or encouragement that lifts your spirit when it's lowest. What's remarkable about this kind of support is that it often comes from the most unexpected places. It might be from a colleague who's noticed your hard work, but never spoke up before. It could be a neighbor you barely know who suddenly shows up with a meal during a tough time. It might be a social media connection who reaches out with resources or introductions that open new doors. Sometimes it's from people you may have overlooked or even written off. Life has a way of surprising you with allies in places where you didn't think to look. This unexpected support challenges your assumptions about where help will come from and who your true supporters are. It teaches you to stay open-minded and humble because help can come from the least likely people. It reminds you to be receptive rather than closed off, to trust in the goodness of others, even when your faith has been shaken. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to receive help, you make space for these blessings to enter your life. You may also notice that this support is often wrapped in humility and grace. The people who offer help don't always make a big deal out of it. They don't seek recognition or reward. They simply show up because they see your need and want to be part of your story. Their actions reflect compassion and kindness without strings attached. This purity of intention makes the help even more meaningful because it comes from a genuine place of care. Sometimes the help you receive changes the course of your life. A single act of kindness, advice, or connection can create a ripple effect that leads to bigger opportunities and breakthroughs. What starts as a small gesture may become the catalyst for transformation. When you receive unexpected support, it's as if the universe is aligning to give you a boost just when you need it most. This phenomenon also teaches you something important about reciprocity. As you experience help from surprising sources, you become more aware of the importance of paying it forward. You realize that everyone faces challenges and that you too have the power to be the unexpected help in someone else's life. This creates a cycle of generosity and compassion that enriches not only your life, but the lives of many others. You learn to recognize the signs of support even when they're subtle. Sometimes the help comes disguised as a challenge or a detour, and it takes wisdom to see the blessing beneath the surface. You become more attuned to the ways people offer assistance, not always in obvious or direct ways, but through small gestures, moments of encouragement, or unexpected opportunities. This awareness deepens your gratitude and strengthens your resilience. When unexpected help arrives, it often renews your faith, not just in others, but in the bigger picture. It reassures you that you are part of a network of care and support, even when it feels like you're walking alone. This realization brings peace and hope during difficult times because you know that help is never far away, even if it comes from surprising directions. You may also find that these moments of support inspire you to become more open and generous yourself. Experiencing unexpected help softens your heart and makes you more sensitive to the needs of those around you. It encourages you to be vigilant for opportunities to serve others in the same way you were served. This cycle of giving and receiving creates a community bound by kindness and mutual upliftment. This kind of support often arrives at just the right moment. It's not random or accidental, but seems orchestrated by something greater than chance. The timing is impeccable, offering you exactly what you need when you need it most. It might come as a timely piece of advice that helps you make a crucial decision or an offer of assistance that keeps you from giving up. This perfect timing helps you to keep moving forward and to believe in the possibility of breakthrough. You begin to understand that no one achieves success or overcomes hardship entirely on their own. Everyone depends on others in ways seen and unseen. The unexpected support you receive reminds you of the interconnectedness of life, that your journey is not solitary, but shared. It humbles you and inspires gratitude for the unseen hands that guide and help you along the way. You might also notice that when you accept help, your own burdens become lighter. There is power in community and connection that cannot be underestimated. Carrying struggles alone exhausts you, but sharing the load with others refreshes your spirit. This shared strength becomes a wellspring of encouragement and hope. Ultimately, unexpected help is a reminder that kindness, compassion, and generosity are alive and well in the world. Even in the darkest moments, these sparks of light emerge from surprising sources, reminding you that you are supported, valued, and never truly alone. Your prayers and dreams start aligning with clear signs and confirmation, creating a powerful sense of clarity and purpose that feels almost like a divine conversation unfolding in your life. It's as if the universe or God is responding to the hopes you've whispered in the quiet of your heart and the dreams you've dared to imagine. When this alignment begins, you notice subtle and unmistakable signs that seem to affirm you are on the right path, and those signs become beacons of hope that guide you forward with renewed faith. At first, the signs might be small, an unexpected conversation that resonates deeply, a song lyric that speaks directly to your situation, or a chance encounter with someone who shares wisdom that lights a fire within you. These moments feel too precise to be coincidences. They seem like gentle nudges, confirmations that your prayers are being heard. As you grow more aware, these signs multiply and become clearer, weaving a tapestry of affirmation that strengthens your trust in the process and your own intuition. When your prayers and dreams start to align with these signs, you experience a shift in your mindset. Doubt begins to fade, replaced by a quiet certainty that what you have been asking for is not just a distant hope, but a reality in the making. This shift is transformative because it moves you from a place of waiting with uncertainty to a place of active participation where you begin to make decisions and take steps that reflect the clarity you have received. It's no longer about wishful thinking. It's about purposeful action based on divine guidance. The confirmation you receive might come in various forms: numbers repeating in your life, dreams that hold symbolic meaning, or a sudden opening of opportunities that align perfectly with your aspirations. You might feel a deep peace that settles over you when you make a choice, or an inner voice that speaks with unwavering confidence. These confirmations are like signposts that reassure you, saying, keep going. This is the way. They provide encouragement when the road feels uncertain and help you navigate challenges with grace and resilience. This alignment between prayer and dream also invites you to become more attuned to your spiritual and emotional self. You start to pay closer attention to your feelings, intuition, and the subtle messages around you. You learn to discern between fear-driven thoughts and those as inspired by faith. This heightened awareness deepens your connection to your purpose and strengthens your ability to trust in the unseen forces working on your behalf. As your prayers and dreams align with these signs, you often find yourself surrounded by synchronicities, events that seem too perfectly timed to be random. You might hear a phrase repeatedly, see a symbol that holds personal meaning, or experience a chain of events that confirms your direction. These synchronicities serve as reminders that you are part of a bigger plan and that your desires are not isolated, but woven into the fabric of something greater. This alignment brings a profound sense of hope and motivation. When you see clear signs that your dreams are moving toward fruition, you feel energized and inspired to pursue your goals with renewed vigor. The journey no longer feels lonely or uncertain. Instead, it becomes a sacred path marked by divine guidance and assurance. This hope sustains you through setbacks and challenges because you know that every step is leading you closer to the fulfillment of your prayers. You also begin to notice changes in your relationships and environment that reflect this alignment. People who resonate with your vision start to appear, offering support, encouragement, and collaboration. Doors that were previously closed begin to open, and opportunities that seemed out of reach become accessible. These external confirmations complement the internal signs, creating a holistic sense of progress that is both tangible and spiritual. The process of alignment between prayers, dreams, and signs is also a test of patience and faith. Sometimes the confirmations come slowly, requiring you to remain steadfast and trust the timing. Other times, the signs appear suddenly and powerfully, propelling you forward. Either way, the journey teaches you to balance action with surrender, to do your part while trusting that the rest will unfold as it should. This alignment encourages you to be intentional about what you pray for and the dreams you pursue. You become clearer about your desires, focusing your energy on what truly matters. This clarity prevents you from chasing distractions or settling for less than what you are meant to receive. It helps you cultivate a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity, knowing that the universe is conspiring to bring your highest good. As you continue to notice these signs and confirmations, you develop a deeper gratitude for the process. You recognize that every step, every small sign is part of a sacred dialogue between you and the divine. This gratitude fuels your faith and creates a positive cycle where belief and manifestation reinforce each other. It also opens your heart to receiving more blessings, reinforcing the alignment between your inner world and outer reality. Ultimately, when your prayers and dreams align with clear signs and confirmation, you step into a place of powerful co-creation. You become an active participant in the unfolding of your destiny, working hand in hand with the divine forces guiding you. This alignment transforms your life, infusing it with meaning, direction, and the profound assurance that you are exactly where you need to be, moving toward all that you have hoped for. You notice small miracles or blessings happening consistently, like gentle whispers of hope and affirmation that brighten your days and remind you that life is filled with unexpected grace. These moments may be subtle, so small that if you weren't paying attention, you might miss them entirely. But they carry profound meaning. It's as if the universe is sending you little gifts, tokens of encouragement that say, you are seen, you are cared for. Keep going. Over time, these consistent blessings build a quiet momentum that reshapes your perspective and strengthens your faith in something greater than yourself. These small miracles can appear in countless forms. Perhaps it's the way a stranger holds the door open for you at just the right moment, or a friend reaching out with a timely word of encouragement when you're feeling low. Maybe it's finding a parking spot easily after searching endlessly, or receiving unexpected praise for your work when you least expect it. These everyday occurrences, though seemingly ordinary, become extraordinary when you begin to recognize their deeper significance. They are reminders that blessings are not always grand or flashy, but often gentle and consistent. When you start noticing these small blessings, your mindset shifts. You begin to see life through a lens of gratitude rather than scarcity. Instead of focusing solely on what's missing or what's going wrong, you become attuned to what's going right, no matter how minor it may seem. This shift is powerful because it rewires your brain to seek out positivity and abundance, creating a feedback loop that attracts even more blessings. The more you recognize, the more you receive, and the more your heart opens to joy. These miracles often come at moments when you need them most. During times of uncertainty, stress, or weariness, when life feels heavy, a small blessing can act like a balm, soothing your soul and giving you the strength to keep moving forward. It could be a kind gesture from someone who doesn't even realize the impact of their action, or a sudden insight that helps you navigate a difficult decision. These blessings remind you that you are supported in ways seen and unseen, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Consistently experiencing these miracles also cultivates a sense of wonder and awe. You start to notice the beauty in everyday moments, the way sunlight filters through leaves, the laughter of children playing, or the sound of rain tapping on your window. These simple pleasures become sources of deep joy and connection to the present moment. This heightened awareness enriches your life and reminds you that miracles aren't always about changing your circumstances dramatically, but about transforming how you experience them. As you pay closer attention to these blessings, you become more open to receiving help and guidance. You realize that miracles often come through people, situations, or opportunities that you might have otherwise overlooked. This openness fosters humility and trust, allowing you to lean into the flow of life rather than resist it. You learn that miracles don't always arrive in the form you expect. They might be disguised as challenges, detours, or subtle shifts that eventually lead you to something greater. Noticing these small miracles consistently also deepens your spiritual connection. Whether you view them as messages from God, the universe, or simply the kindness of others, they remind you that you are part of a larger story. They reinforce the idea that life is interconnected and that unseen forces are working in your favor. This awareness can bring comfort during difficult times and inspire you to keep your faith alive, even when answers seem distant. These blessings often spark gratitude that radiates beyond your personal experience. As you become more aware of the miracles around you, you naturally want to share your appreciation with others. This gratitude can strengthen your relationships, fostering deeper connections and encouraging a culture of kindness and generosity. When you express thanks for the small gifts in life, you not only uplift yourself, but also inspire those around you to notice their own blessings. This consistent experience of small miracles can also lead to a shift in how you define success and happiness. You may find that the big milestones, like promotions, awards, or material gains, no longer hold the same power to satisfy you. Instead, you begin to find fulfillment in the quiet, everyday moments that bring peace, connection, and meaning. This shift allows you to live more fully in the present, appreciating life as it unfolds rather than constantly chasing future achievements. Over time, these small blessings accumulate, creating a reservoir of hope and resilience. When challenges arise, you can draw on this well of positive experiences to remind yourself that good things happen, even in hard times. This reservoir helps you maintain optimism and perseverance, knowing that miracles, big or small, are always possible. It becomes a source of strength that sustains you through the ups and downs of life. You may also notice that the more you recognize these consistent blessings, the more compassionate and empathetic you become. Seeing the miracles in your own life opens your eyes to the struggles and needs of others. This empathy encourages you to be a source of blessings for those around you, whether through acts of kindness, encouragement, or simply being present. It creates a ripple effect where blessings multiply and spread beyond your immediate circle. The awareness of consistent small miracles invites you to slow down and cultivate mindfulness. In a fast-paced world, it's easy to overlook the little things that bring joy and comfort. But when you make space for noticing these blessings, you reconnect with the rhythm of life and your own inner peace. This mindfulness enhances your overall well-being and helps you stay grounded even amidst chaos or uncertainty. Recognizing these miracles also fosters a sense of humility. You understand that not everything is within your control and that life has a way of surprising you with gifts that you did not earn or expect. This humility opens you up to receiving grace and being more patient with yourself and others. It reminds you that life is a mystery filled with moments of unexpected goodness that enrich your journey. Ultimately, the consistent presence of small miracles or blessings becomes a source of profound encouragement. They affirm that life is still good, that you are supported, and that hope is always alive. These moments, though small, weave a tapestry of grace and possibility that sustains your spirit and inspires you to keep moving forward with faith and gratitude. A deep sense of purpose and clarity about your next steps emerges in a way that feels both natural and powerful, like a fog lifting after a long night to reveal the path ahead clearly illuminated. It's as if something inside you has shifted, aligning your heart, mind, and spirit toward a specific direction that resonates with your true self. This awakening is not just an abstract feeling. It's a concrete knowing that propels you forward with confidence and intention. You suddenly understand why certain experiences happen, why you've faced particular challenges, and how everything has prepared you for this very moment of clarity. When this sense of purpose takes hold, indecision that may have plagued you begins to fade away. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by countless possibilities or paralyzed by fear of making the wrong choice, you gain a focused vision that guides your actions. You start to see your goals not as distant dreams, but as achievable milestones on a well-defined journey. This clarity helps you prioritize what truly matters, allowing you to invest your time and energy wisely rather than scattering your efforts in many directions. This clarity often comes after a period of confusion or searching, during which you may have felt lost or uncertain about your path. Sometimes it arrives suddenly, like a bolt of insight, and other times it unfolds gradually as you reflect deeply on your experiences and listen closely to your inner voice. Either way, the emergence of this sense of purpose marks a turning point where you move from passivity to active engagement with your life's mission. You no longer drift aimlessly, but take intentional steps toward fulfilling your unique calling. With this newfound clarity, your confidence naturally grows. Knowing your purpose gives you a foundation of strength that can withstand external pressures and internal doubts. When challenges arise, and they inevitably do, you can draw on this sense of purpose to stay grounded and resilient. It acts as a compass, helping you navigate obstacles and keep your eyes fixed on what truly matters. This clarity also inspires courage, empowering you to take risks and step out of your comfort zone because you understand that each step is aligned with a meaningful goal. The emergence of purpose brings a sense of alignment between your values, passions, and actions. You begin to notice that the decisions you make feel more authentic, reflecting who you truly are rather than what others expect of you. This alignment creates inner harmony, reducing the tension that comes from living out of sync with your core beliefs. It fosters a deeper connection to yourself and to the world around you, making your journey not only successful, but also fulfilling. As your purpose becomes clearer, you start to set boundaries that protect your time and energy. You learn to say no to distractions, obligations, or relationships that do not support your vision. This selective focus enhances your productivity and preserves your mental and emotional well-being. You become more disciplined, recognizing that every choice you make either brings you closer to or further from your purpose. This intentional living cultivates a sense of empowerment and control over your destiny. This clarity about your next steps often involves practical planning as well. You might create goals, outline strategies, or develop routines that support your vision. These plans are not rigid scripts, but flexible guides that allow you to adapt while keeping your purpose at the center. The process of planning reinforces your commitment and provides measurable checkpoints to celebrate progress. It also reduces anxiety by transforming abstract hopes into actionable tasks. The clarity that emerges also deepens your sense of responsibility, not in a burdensome way, but as an empowering call to contribute your unique gifts to the world. You recognize that your purpose is not only about personal fulfillment, but also about making a positive impact on others. This awareness broadens your perspective, encouraging you to think beyond yourself and consider how your actions can serve a greater good. It inspires generosity, compassion, and a desire to uplift those around you. This sense of purpose can transform your relationships as well. You attract people who resonate with your vision and values, forming connections that support and encourage your journey. At the same time, you become more discerning about who you allow into your inner circle, choosing relationships that nurture your growth and inspire you to be your best self. This network becomes a source of motivation, accountability, and joy. Experiencing this clarity often brings a profound sense of peace. The uncertainty and anxiety that once accompanied your decisions dissolve, replaced by calm confidence. You feel more present, engaged, and grateful for the direction your life is taking. This peace is not passive resignation, but an active trust in your path and your ability to navigate it. It creates space for creativity, innovation, and inspiration, fueling your momentum. As your purpose crystallizes, you may also find that your sense of time shifts. You begin to appreciate the journey itself rather than focusing solely on the destination. Each step, no matter how small, becomes meaningful because it contributes to the larger picture. This mindset encourages patience and persistence, helping you stay committed even when progress seems slow or obstacles arise. You understand that purpose-driven living is a lifelong process of growth and discovery. Ultimately, this deep sense of purpose and clarity about your next steps infuses your life with meaning and direction. It gives you a powerful reason to keep moving forward, to overcome setbacks, and to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. It reminds you that your life matters, that your dreams are valid, and that you have the strength and wisdom to pursue them. This clarity becomes a source of motivation, resilience, and joy as you continue on your unique path. When you experience this deep sense of purpose and clarity, it transforms everything. It gives you the confidence to move forward, the strength to face challenges, and the wisdom to make choices that truly align with who you are. It's the moment when your dreams, values, and actions come together, lighting the way toward a life filled with meaning and impact. Holding onto this clarity empowers you to keep growing, keep striving, and keep believing that the path you're on is exactly where you're meant to be. Embrace it, trust it, and let it guide you toward the blessings that await.